Just do that. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. I'm a personal trainer. I work for myself with a personal training business, and I'm going to share with you guys today how I was able to get to where I'm at now. I did a Q&A on my Instagram recently, and I had a lot of questions about getting certified, starting your own business, and getting clients, just like all kinds of questions, and I was like, I should just make a YouTube video about this. I did make a video a couple years ago about it, but you know, have more experience now, have more advice to share, so I figured an updated video could be helpful. Before we get started, just a reminder, I have a full 12-week workout program all here on YouTube called the Build Program. Head over to the playlist tab, hit Build Program to see what it's all about. Starts from square one, can be done at your house. The end, that's it. Okay, so I think the way I'm gonna organize this video is explain to you guys what I did and then give advice on what I think you should do, some extra things that I think helped me, that I think might help you. So yeah, I think that's how we're gonna organize this thing. Let's start from the beginning. I got into lifting back when I was 21 years old. I am 28 now. Back when I got into it, none of my friends were really into it, didn't really have a community that was also into lifting, but I was like really obsessed with it, having a lot of fun with it, and I wanted to share it with someone, so I made a fitness Instagram. It was kind of nerve-wracking at first. I was just scared of judgment from people in my life. Nevertheless, I persisted with my low-quality fitness selfies. It just kind of grew slowly from there. I graduated college while still, you know, regularly posting on this account. Went to grad school to become a social worker while still regularly posting on this account. Moved to Colorado, started my social work career while still regularly posting on this account. It was like a hobby for me. I was still very into fitness, I was building muscle, I was having a good time, and I had made friends through this page by this point. I was enjoying it while still working towards my career. But more and more I could feel that I was like very passionate. I was more passionate and fired up about fitness than my social work job. To be fair, my social work job was not helping people as much as I thought I would be. I was doing a lot of paperwork, like basically 92% of my time was paperwork. Pretty much all of my passion was really going into my fitness stuff, but still, you know, wasn't really making it a career. And then by the time I really kind of knew my stuff, I'd been lifting for about 4 years at that point, I started getting people asking me to write them workout programs. And I was like, you know what, it is something I'm passionate about, but I don't want to write, like, sell people programs without having a certification behind my name and making sure I know my stuff before I start actually selling programs to people. So that's when I decided to get certified and just do this on the side. Certification process, I decided to go through ACE. My research was that NASM and ACE were the most popular and well respected of the certifications at that time. People may argue that other certifications are more reputable now. I am not sure. I still hear NASM and ACE probably the most currently, and ACE was half the price of NASM, and I was on a social worker salary, so I was like, I'm gonna go with ACE. It's still well respected, but it's half the price. So that is why I chose ACE. A lot of people who ask me why I chose ACE, and that is why. So when you go to get certified, basically you buy the study materials, and the study materials come with a test voucher. And I believe the test voucher had to be used within 6 or 12 months of buying the study materials. So got the study materials, scheduled my test for 6 months from then, and then studied up until the test. I'll give more like study tips and certification tips later in the video. So basically did that, got certified, started getting clients on the side. I was doing online training.
Oh wait, no.
First I got certified, and then I started training people in person in my apartment gym, because I do think you should have some in-person experience before doing it all online, just to get familiar with people other than yourself's movement patterns. Helping people with their form in person will help you help people with their form virtually. I got some in-person experience, and then at that point is when I started to take online clients. People also really trusted me because I was posting a lot of helpful information on my social media, so I wasn't just posting selfies, although I was posting a lot of selfies. I was also posting like, this was my workout today, or a little nutrition fun fact, a little fun fact about how stress impacts your fitness, like blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just putting a lot of work into my captions. Whenever I got certified and started offering to have online clients, it grew pretty quickly. I had around, I want to say, between 10 and 20K Instagram followers at the time, and it grew pretty quickly. I took clients on at a very low rate because, you know, I was just getting started and I was doing it on the side. And as I gained experience and as I gained clients, my pricing slowly went up. I will give advice about pricing later. So basically, it got to a crossroads where I was super busy with fitness stuff and super busy with my social work stuff, and I was like, I'm either gonna have to stop taking on personal trainer clients or quit my job. And I decided to quit my job. I felt like I was helping more people this route. I felt like my social work degree was helping me with my coaching. A lot of my clients felt safe talking to me about their mental health, and I was able to utilize communication skills I got through my social work career and degree through my coaching. So I decided to quit this job and pursue online coaching full time. And here I am today making content for you beautiful people while also doing fitness coaching still. So yeah, that's my journey. I quit my job, I want to say, I can figure this out, 3 years ago, and it has still worked out up until now. My legs are falling asleep, so I'm going to change my seating position. So, advice that I have for y'all. Number one, I think it's almost imperative to have a social media account. You don't have to have a lot of followers. I think, you know, I was hovering around 10K on Instagram. I know that is also a lot, but I know people who have extremely successful coaching business and they're closer to 5K, but I think you can even have less than that and have a successful coaching business. But start posting regularly. I got started on Instagram. I think you should post on Instagram, but I also think you should start posting on TikTok. That algorithm just seems to be the best right now. Instagram algorithm has really gone downhill since I got my start there, and I think TikTok is where it's at. People can get to know your personality, you can talk in your videos, and it is easier to share helpful information in a short video format, I feel like, than pictures and captions. But you should also do Instagram too. Do both. Do both. So yeah, I think a social media presence is good. You can get clients by going work at a gym as well. It just might be hard to convert that to an online business. And this video is about how to do it full-time as an online trainer. But if you want to do it full-time in person, you can get clients by working in a gym. And I think everyone should start working in a gym anyway to get that experience. But I do think you should post on social media. Also, don't be afraid to post information. I think a lot of people, myself included sometimes back in the day, are scared to post too much information because it's like, if I'm putting all of the information and all the tools out there on how to get fit, then what is somebody's incentive to hire me if I'm giving them all that information? And although that is sound logic, it's not true, because how are you going to prove to people that you know what you're talking about if you're not putting all of that information out there? People will see you know what you're talking about, they will get help from your content, then they will trust you. They will trust that you know what you're talking about, and they will want you to help them personally. So I put like all the information out there. You've seen my other videos, or maybe you haven't. If you haven't, subscribe. I put videos out there on exactly how to calculate your macros, exactly how to reverse diet, and I still have people hiring me to help them with their macros and with reverse dieting. So they knew I knew what I was talking about. So don't be afraid to put all the information that you have in your brain out there, because you're going to be helping people and people will trust you. And also, you're in this business to help people, right? Like, even if not everyone who sees your helpful content hires you, which they won't, you're still helping people. And at the end of the day, you should be wanting to do this to help people. So even if you are giving some information for free and those people will not hire you, I think it's still worth it to be helping people, you know? It feels good in the soul to be helping people. even if they don't all hire you, is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so step number 1, have a social media presence. Put out all the information you have. Make sure it's good information though. Make sure you know what you're talking about before putting out that information. I recommend getting certified. I know there are coaches out there who have a successful coaching business who aren't certified, and you know, people have different philosophies on that. I personally think it's the bare minimum you can do. You will get that $600 back in no time. I think it's the bare minimum you can do. Even if you know your shit. If you know your shit, why not just get certified then? The test should be easy for you. I think it's the bare minimum you can do to show people that you care. You cared enough to get those letters behind your name, and I think you should do it, personally. Like I said, I did ACE. You could also do NASA, and there are a couple other ones you could shop around. In terms of studying and taking the test, you know, I don't think the studying process was too bad. I used flashcards because that's the only way my brain can retain any information. I thought it was fine. You can look up YouTube videos of people who took the test recently and they will give advice on what to focus on. I kind of did that very close to the test when I wanted to really like hone in on like, what do I really need to be focusing on for these last couple weeks before the test. Looked up people who took the ACE test within the last year. A lot of people said to focus on like chapter 7 and chapter 24, a lot of questions from that. So those are the ones I really focused on. But you know, you want to make sure you're learning all of the information before you really hone in on certain chapters. That can be helpful to look up like videos from people who took the test recently. And then once you're certified, every 2 years you have to get recertified, and basically you just pick a recertification course. So it could be like functional training, or you know, there's a bunch of different kinds, but you basically study and then you take the test online. The first test you take in person. Well, with COVID now it might be different. I took it in person, and then every other follow-up test after that you can take online. So that's kind of the process. Pretty quick, pretty easy. After you get certified, I recommend getting in-person experience. You can apply to work at a gym. You can work with people. If you have an apartment gym, you can work with people at. Just get some in-person experience, just because I think that really helps you be a better online trainer. And then start taking online clients. For pricing, I recommend starting very low, because you know, don't quit your job immediately. You're probably going to be also working and doing this on the side, so it's not like you need this to pay all of your bills yet. So start low. People are trusting you early on, so you know, don't price gouge them. You're just starting out. They're getting value from you, but you're also getting value from them, because you're getting client testimonials, you're getting client progress, and you are getting experience through them. So price accordingly. I think I started out charging $60 a month, and as I gained, you know, experience, as I was gaining client testimonials, I was able to slowly increase that. But just make sure to start slow, and then as your experience grows, as your experience working with other people grows, your value will grow, and then you can price yourself accordingly. So now I have, you know, 4 years of experience. I'm able to have higher price point because I've had all of that experience. So, you know, price yourself accordingly. It varies person to person, but I think you should start low and then increase with experience and time. Miscellaneous advice I have for running your business. I recommend using WhatsApp instead of email for your weekly check-ins. I find it really gives me more of a personal feel with my clients. I can send voice memos to them. They can send voice memos to me. It's easier for them to text me, with it still being like within an app, so it's not like they're texting me personally, they're texting me within the app, so I can still get back to them quickly. But if I am trying to have like a day to myself or whatever, it's not like they're texting me in the same place where like family and friends are texting you. Does that make sense? So it's more personal than email, but still not like crossing a boundary, I don't think, into your personal life. So I really like WhatsApp for that reason. The voice memos just are really helpful to get back to people, to explain to people. Also, for form checks, you're going to want to do form checks with people. They send you a video of their squats. You send a video back tweaking a few things. That's just way easier to do on WhatsApp than email, in my opinion. I started out doing email check-ins, and then a few coaches gave me, it was very nice of them, gave me advice to switch to WhatsApp, and that was a game changer. So I recommend doing that for you as well. Okay, 2 more questions that I have. Number 1, website development, which was a good question. So I went through Shopify, because if you're doing online coaching, a good way to supplement your income is to also create Workout guides. I recommend getting certified before creating workout guides to sell. So I went through Shopify. Super easy. It's 40 bucks a month to have your domain on there, but then you can just add products very easily. So what I did is I used Shopify to create my website. You can get like templates online, look up like PDF templates, whatever. You can look up cute templates. So I would create the workout program, find a cute template online, insert the workout program into the template, put some extra infographics and shit in there that you can insert into the cute template, create a PDF from that, add it to your Shopify website, which Shopify walks you through it. It's pretty easy to do. And then bam, you have a product that people can buy and immediately download. And that's it. So that's how I was able to create a website with my workout guides. Shopify all the way. Some people use Squarespace, I think, and they like that too. And then the other one is marketing yourself. I would say this is the hardest one for me to give advice on, because I'm gonna give the extremely annoying advice to just be yourself. I don't use a lot of sales tactics really. You know, as you get client testimonials, put those on your story. I do that. You can share client progress. I do mostly testimonials because anyone can just put up like before and after pics, but your clients telling you how you've helped them and how you've made them feel and how you've helped their mindset. Those are like really big things that can be helpful to share. You can specifically ask your clients for those reviews, or like if they're telling you those things unprovoked, you know, just put it on your story. Let people know this is what your clients are saying to you. I don't really do the like only 3 spots left, like sign up quick. I don't really do that. Some coaches do that. People can usually see right through that, smell the sales tactic in there. So I usually don't do that. You know, if you put out good information and you're yourself, people will trust you. So just do that. I don't know. I know that's not like that helpful. If you're watching this video, you're passionate about fitness, you're passionate about helping people, just let that shine through and people will trust you, you know? I think that's basically it. If you're in it just to make a quick buck, then I think there are other avenues you can take besides doing online coaching. I think the only way to be successful in this is to be passionate about it. So, you know, just put that out there. Just be yourself, put that out there, and people will trust you. I think that's it. I mean, taxes, I just hire someone to do my taxes. It cost me like 250 bucks to have a lady do it for me, and it takes all the stress and anxiety out of it for me. You know, just keep track of your expenses and your income to give to that tax person. If you want to do it yourself, I am absolutely not the person to go to for advice. Health insurance, I just, you know, pay 230 bucks a month for my own health insurance, which isn't super fun, but you know, it's the cost of self-employment. What other not fun things do you have to deal with? I think that's it. Just keep track of your expenses, keep track of your income, just like on a simple little spreadsheet. It's not, I think people overcomplicate that. I just literally put it into a document. And that's it. I think that is all the advice I have to impart onto you. Any follow-up questions you have, just comment below. I will try to comment back to everyone for the first couple weeks this video is up. I hope this was helpful. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.